Hello and welcome to Friday's Rams World. I'm Gareth Davis. Now it's Norwich City against Derby County on Saturday and we're looking towards that game. We've got a packed show for you today. Coming up later on, we're going to be taking a look back at some of the action from the Rams' last visit to Carrow Road. We're also going to be hearing from Paul Pesch. But first, here's Mark Edworthy on a return to his former club.
Yeah, obviously it's going to be a great atmosphere there. They got tremendous fans down there, and they're going to get right behind the team. They're coming on the back of a good result against Brighton in midweek, so it's going to be a tough game for us, and somewhere we possibly could do a double over a team this year.
Of course, if you go back to that win in December was one of our best performances of the season, and then it sort of sparked them off on a good run. We're in that position where we need a win. We're on a decent level ourselves, but we just need to start picking it up further.
That's right, yeah. When we beat them, they were sort of literally down in the dumps, and then from then they, I think, won 5 on the spin, and you see them shoot straight up the table, and all of a sudden they're talking about the playoff situation. So, that's how easy it can happen, and they got consistent. And then they went into a bit of a slump again and didn't win many games. So it's been a course of the season probably for both sides. We've both probably been inconsistent, perhaps drawing too many games. And if we can start converting our draws into wins, then I'm sure the table will look a lot better for us.
On paper, Norwich Way's a tough game, but their recent record's not been all that great, has it?
No, it's not. It's going to be tough, no doubt about it. They got some quality players, and you don't become bad players overnight. They got some flair players down there, likes of Johansson and Earnshaw, just being new additions to the squad. They're going to be really up for it. I think Earnshaw scored a couple in midweek, so he's obviously going to show the fans what he can do. So we're definitely going to be on our toes and ready for it. But no, it's a case of, it used to be a bit of a fortress down there, but now the ties have gone down there. It's a good facilities, good crowd, and they've lost a few home games this year.
It's going to be your first return there since leaving Norwich. Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, definitely. I've still got a lot of friends down there and a lot of good people down there. So, we're looking forward to the game, and the support is always very good to me, and they've gotten really well with them. So, be interested to see what's the reception I get when I get down there. You always think when you go back to clubs you're going to get a good one, but sometimes that can often turn against you. But I'm sure it should be a reasonable reception for me down there.
Coming up now, we've got striker Paul Pesch, who I spoke to yesterday up at Moor Farm. He talks to us about how he's found life over the last couple of weeks, particularly with his new role helping out caretaker manager Terry Wesley.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's been interesting times, kind of scary times at the same point. But we've got through that now, obviously with a personal problem at home with my wife. But she's recovering very well. She's at home and everything's fine, which is very pleasing. And obviously with the increased role here at Derby County, it's been an interesting time.
Just explain a little bit about your increased role here at the club. Just sort of how you find it and how it's working in it.
Well, the board have asked, obviously there's 4 of us to kind of take control or steady the ship, so to speak. Terry's obviously the manager, and he's done a fantastic job. He's got a lot of coaching experience, and I'm trying to learn from him, because obviously I haven't done any of this before. Obviously with the help of Stevie Taylor, who has also done it, and myself and Jeff have had a bit of input with the players. Keeping the lads happy, and trying to just get results any way we can.
From your point of view, how are you having to sort of personally adapt to the new sort of role?
Personally, how am I adapting? That's a difficult question. Basically, you have to sit and you have to listen. You have to try to look at things, as a Derby County, look at things as being impartial, so to speak. And it's not me anymore. It's the lads, and we're just trying to keep the morale up, keep the lads all together, and keep them playing football. And it is difficult though, because you're trying to make decisions as far as team selection. We're obviously having a little bit of input with Terry as well on who plays, who doesn't play, and it's been interesting, very interesting.
I noticed a bit on Tuesday night you were having your input from the technical area. I saw a couple of occasions you stood by Terry and you're having your little sort of close-in discussions with him. It's sort of like that manager and assistant manager type shot that's the...
Yeah, well, obviously there's obviously Stevie Taylor was next to me, and we were just having a chat, and every once in a while we just speak to Terry, and you see things from the side that maybe you're not sure whether he was seeing them, and we all had different things, we all have different opinions, but we're all trying to put our ideas together to help Derby County achieve something, and try to get ourselves at the right side of the table, because we don't want to be down here come April.
And then, of course, it's back into the player mentality, and you're on for the last few minutes. Is that difficult to go from sort of one frame of mind to the other?
Difficult, yeah, because I got to say, I've never been so nervous before a game, because when you're sitting from the sideline, as a player, well, I never used to get nervous, whereas now I'm extremely nervous, because I don't know why. You feel responsible for the way the team are playing, or as a player, there is a bit of selfishness that you see that you think you do kind of worry. You want the team to win, but you do kind of worry more about yourself. Whereas now, you want the team. You're in charge of the team. You want the team to just play well. You want them to do, what you've been working on the training pitch, and you want to be up 3-4 goals. But it's kind of out of your hands, and then you go out there and you try to do it. It's strange. It really is strange. But it's been enjoyable.
To finish with, we're going to take a look back at some of the action from the Rams' last visit to Carrow Road. Now, sadly, that was a 2-1 defeat for Derby in the 2003-04 season, but you'll be able to find out here with Rams World whether they can turn it around this Saturday. There'll be live commentary, of course, and then on Monday we'll be back with post-match reaction and highlights. Thanks for joining us, and have a good weekend.
Zavagna runs forward. Dicchio, wrong side of that challenge. He's gone down in the penalty area. And Zavagna has won a penalty for Derby. But the opportunity is given to Ian Taylor, who makes no mistake. Corner then swung in by Milrine, and Mackay is a penalty. And Ewan Roberts entrusted to take the spot kick, which is saved. But he's moved too early, says the referee. So a reprieve for Roberts, who takes full advantage. Francis. Roberts, picked up by Edworthy, who's running at pace and finding Mulrine in space. Mulrine! Oh, it's in!